One of Lorain County Community College's service learning partners is the Lorain County Urban League. The Urban League has enlisted the aid of service learning students to help rid the community of two widespread epidemics in the United States: diabetes and childhood obesity. Diabetes is among the top killers in America, and that number is even higher among African Americans. The Lorain County Urban League has had enough, and they're doing their part to combat both diseases with the Save Our Sons and Save Our Families programs.
Save Our Sons is exclusively for African American and Hispanic men because, again, they are identified as a high-risk population based on some hereditary factors and a combination of economic factors and historic health disparities. Save Our Families, on the other hand, is targeting African American and Hispanic families, but it's open to anybody who comes because it's funded by the state. We cannot turn anybody who meets that baseline guideline of being at risk of becoming diabetic.
The partnership with the Urban League goes way back before I even came to service learning. Peter Abuji, an employee of the Urban League, has been part of our service learning advisory committee, so he has been involved as a community partner, but also on the support side of service learning. But recently, with a new grant that service learning has, we've reached out to the Urban League to specifically partner with us around the theme of No Child Left Inside. No Child Left Inside is a national movement that addresses childhood obesity and access to food and getting reconnected outside, which dovetails perfectly with their Save Our Sons programs and Save Our Families program that really addresses the rising rate of diabetes in African American males and also in families and in young children. So it's really allowing us to get our service learners, our nursing students, our physical education students out into the community through the Urban League and to working directly with these populations that childhood obesity and diabetes are affecting.
The process starts with Caitlin connecting us to a professor who has designed their class in such a way that students will receive service learning credit, physical activities to children. So for instance, in Save Our Families, so again we have a service learning student who's part of designing the exercise program for children. So adults have their own sessions and children have their own sessions when we meet. And the college supported me last year in the summer and the fall to coach young people over at Harrison Cultural Community Center on how to play soccer. And so we had fun outside and tried to help them stay fit. We try to locate the programs as close as possible to the target population because Lorain County, among other things, we encounter transportation issues. So for instance, here in Elyria, we have sessions at the YWCA and we have sessions at the Gathering Hope House, which is in Sheffield. We use Sacred Heart Church in Lorain. We use Splash Zone in Oberlin. So we have multiple places where participants can go. Next door to us here, the gym, we offer them drastically reduced monthly rates, $10 a month to go to the gym anytime it's open. So there are places close by that they can go and be part of the exercises routine that we provide. And each of those places also offer a combination of a gym and or a classroom space for some of the teachings that accompany the curriculum.
In my role with service learning on the campus, I have been the associate program coordinator for service learning for the past 2 years. And in that role, I work with faculty, new faculty. Any faculty I meet, I talk with them about incorporating service learning into their course and have you considered teaching with service learning. We work with Gathering Hope House, Blessing House, Second Harvest, the Urban League, working with Save Our Sons and Save Our Families. And the Save Our Families, we've actually been working with Community Health Partners, which is tied into the Save Our Families.
There's a coordinator who can do all the follow-up, make sure that the community partners are ready to receive students when they arrive, the projects are designed properly. Faculty don't have to worry about that. Service learning students have been able to step in there and help us to provide those services in kind with expert advice from their teachers that ordinarily if you were to pay for boots on the ground, which the students represent, and the expert advice, which the teachers represent, you'll be looking at serious fundraising and a deferred timeline to render such services.
Well, I mean, it was fun though. It was definitely a good learning experience. It was just it was honestly just the approach we took, you know, and it's something we were interested in more than anything else.
If we were to quantify the work that Lorain County Community College students are doing, we wouldn't be able to deliver some of the workshops that they deliver for us, some of the research that they do for us. Let me thank you guys for trying to tell the story that the partnership between Lorain County Urban League, the college, and many other community partners are helping, you know, the work we are doing to just make a difference in Lorain County.